Pickens was 7th in the NFL receptions, 3rd in receiving yards, tied for 5th with 8 touchdowns. But last week, oh goodness gracious, against the Lions, it didn't take an expert breaking down film to see that Pickens was not playing well. He was taking plays off. His effort was not up to par, and that lit it up on X like a Christmas tree on Christmas morning. First Sports NFL, Richard Sherman on George Pickens' performance versus the Lions. Uninterested in playing football, disengaged, disappeared, and look at all that. Unacceptable. Yeah, they were not happy on Twitter, I'll tell you that. How about ACL Sports tweet? I can't remember the last time, if ever, I've ever seen anything like George Pickens' situation last night. There were about 10 different plays where he was, man, he's getting dogged on all these tweets, where he was jogging and or didn't even try for the ball. ML Football carried over to the Cowboys for saying Dallas Cowboys fans are concerned about wide receiver George Pickens, who showed a major lack of effort tonight. Pickens seemed disinterested all night long and angry throughout the game. George ran multiple lazy routes. John Machado, a tweet from the Cowboys sidelines. Coach Brian Schottenheimer said he recently had a conversation with Pickens about several topics, which included his effort in Detroit. We talked a little bit about it. In his words, he goes, "Hey, Shotty, I didn't play my best game, unfortunately. None of us played our best game. That's real. But I don't worry about George and his love for football. I'm playing this game." Nick tweet, "Criticism won't change the fact that George Pickens is one of the NFL's best receivers." I agree with that. That's true, Nick, but depending on who is doing the criticism, it could change the way he plays.
The responsibility of being a number one receiver is not talent-based. It's always effort-based. Every play, every day. I can't control being stronger than everybody, but I damn well can control giving more effort than anybody. But I have to say, George, I need you to give maximum effort on every route. I love you, brother. But those things like that, you gotta correct.
He needs...
I think I saw, so when he did that soundbite, I think he was wearing the same thing at the Christmas party he came by. And man, it was like, he's so intense. And I was standing there, and of course, everybody wants to get pictures. I get right by Michael, and I'm like, "Michael, look in my eyes." I said, "I'm like you." I get amped up. He goes, oh yeah. I can tell, Will. You get amped up. You got a chest too, boy. Yeah, I love that guy's energy, and I love the fact he's not afraid to call out Pickens. But he's going to have to get back where he was, what we've seen up to this point.
The video showed it, right? We saw the plays. You can't hide it. However, CeeDee Lamb forgot who he was and went out with a concussion. And Detroit is not a bad defensive team, and they figured the scheme out real quick. They doubled him. He could not do his quick posts. They made it difficult. And let's be honest, he got so frustrated because he could not get the ball where he wanted. And unfortunately, he showed it on the field with his lackadaisical effort. And Irvin said it. We saw it. You just can't do that if you're that top guy as a receiver.
Yeah, definitely a mental toughness issue. Frustration, Elf, was the first word that came to my mind, too. I think anytime that you see a player lacking effort, we need to keep an eye on it, especially because that's been his reputation back when he was in Pittsburgh. He seems happy in Dallas. He seems to be gelling with the guys well. The production is obviously off the charts. But we need to be 100% sure it's not something that's going to continue trending in the direction of how it has been. But that's definitely an internal emotional thing he needs to get a hold of. I think Dallas should probably put the franchise tag on him, which is going to cost them a lot of money. Give them another year to figure it out if this is an isolated incident before we sign him for something that could cost us, 9 digits down the road.
Wow.
So Jamie, you're saying don't go ahead. So don't pull the trigger and
sign
him.
I like that.
and put the French. So okay, all right.
Yeah, I like
A
that.
lot of people were saying don't screw this one up.
No, I like
It's a
the
good thing.
franchise.
Go ahead and lock it
I
down.
think Jamie's onto something there. You should talk to Stephen Jones. Remember, he was on our show. You need to call him back.
Jamie, call Steven.
Hey,
Yeah, call
that's the
Steven.
only other issue I have, and we'll get to the next thing in a minute.
Well, Yates told me I couldn't have my cell phone, so
No cell phone on the set.
Can't have more screen time.
We can call Steven afterwards, but not on the set. One last thing about this, then I got to go to one quick thing. Here's the issue I have is it's the national media. They're going back and reliving history. And that's the issue I have with this is the guy has been phenomenal. Players have off days. He had an off day. But when you start saying, well, oh, there he goes again. That's what he was like with the Steelers. Okay, the dude has been pretty good for this long. Sometimes, hey, that's the past. Let the past go. Now, if it continues this way, if he started this way every game, then I'd say he's a problem. He's done really well.
Let's also not forget, CeeDee Lamb, when he had an off game, was bitching him on the sidelines too and pointing out this and pointing out that.
Just thinking that.
What?
Yeah, and he was griping a little bit too.
What about Michael Irvin?
Listen,
Used to
all
complain.
the divas do that.
Michael Irvin
I
used
know,
to complain
all
on the field.
divas do that. And Troy looked at him in the huddle several times and went, Michael, I'm going to... No, Troy, I need it now.
I need the ball.
Like right now.
Yeah. So they all
Throw me
do
the
that.
ball.
They all do that.